now that you understand how the drugs could work, let's look at how someone could develop a tolerance to drugs. Drug tolerance. Again, make that axonal terminal, and then the target membrane. Orange for the receptors. Okay, so in this first picture, there's a healthy amount of receptors. But let's say that someone is abusing cocaine and they are causing too much dopamine to be bound to the receptors. This is constant onslaught. So cocaine overstimulates the postsynaptic membrane. That's the first thing you have to understand. And then that causes downregulation of receptors. It's sort of like a defensive mechanism of the poor postsynaptic membrane. It's like, whoa, 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 this is too much. So the receptors downregulate. And more of the drug is now needed to get the same effect. Okay, so key idea is, we can put this here, maybe use your black pen. Key idea with downregulation: too much stimulation of the receptor causes down regulation as the body attempts to sort of balance the teeter-totter. It doesn't think there should be that much of the neurotransmitter there. So as a protective mechanism, it down-regulates the receptors. So then if somebody stops taking the drug, they're going to feel awful because they now don't even have a healthy amount of receptors for dopamine. Okay, now let's look at a different situation. You've got to try to fit 2 more of these pictures on your page, if you can. Like this. So now we're going to look at the opposite scenario of upregulation. So now let's say you are supposed to have a healthy number of pain receptors. Okay, and this is the neurotransmitter that stimulates the sensation of pain, and then the patient takes painkillers. Maybe they're taking Vicodin or Percocet, for example. They're going to block pain receptors, and so now less pain is perceived. Great, right? The only problem is that the body knows that's not normal either, and so as an attempt to fix the problem, it up-regulates. So that was step number 1. And step number 2 would be up-regulation of pain receptors. So now, more pain is perceived. And then what does the patient do? The person's going to want to take, they need more of the med, more of the painkiller to keep the pain at bay. And if they go off of the painkiller, they've got all these extra receptors. So now something that might not normally be painful to them when they had a healthy number of receptors is now very painful. Now, supposedly over time, then those receptors will go back down to normal, but it might take a bit of time.